You just tell me if you train right side of the. Just tell me if you train right side of the piece. Yeah, Shalom Israel.
Shalom.
We are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command General Hannah. We have been teaching this truth since 1969 that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Alright? Just a reminder, right, to check out the different classes all through the week, right, as usual, from 7 to 9, right. We have on Mondays the history class with Officer Makar Kobal, right. On Tuesdays we have the brotherhood class with Officer Sowap Yaala, the law class on Wednesdays with Officer Makwayak. Right. On Friday we have the Lashwan Kwadash, which is the Hebrew tongue, right? That is the original tongue of the nation of Israel, right? And that is on Friday, right? All these classes are from 7 to 9. On a Saturday we have the Sabbath class also with Officer Yakad, right? Officer Yakad is the Hebrew on Friday, and the Sabbath class on Saturday, along with Officer Sowapiala, right, on a Saturday, right? And that will be the Sabbath class. The Sabbath class is from 10 a.m. to, well, usually it'll be probably about an hour, but sometimes a little more, right? But usually starts around 10 a.m., right? On Sunday, which is today, is usually our camp leader, Officer Galawan, right? I am Officer Maikwa, holding on behalf of Officer Galawan for today, right? Today will usually be the Trinidad scripture breakdown, right? So that this will usually be our camp leaders class, Officer Galawan, right? Also on a Thursday we don't have any classes locally here in Trinidad, right? So you could usually tune into General Mahaiman on a Thursday, right? He does the scripture breakdown for the ISUPK online, right? Any questions you have, feel free to shoot it up on the scripture breakdown class on Thursday, as well as locally here on Sunday, right? To get any questions answered that you need, right? And on Monday, right, we tune into the Black Watch, right, which is Commanding General Hannah, right, on a Monday from 9 p.m. locally here in Trinidad, right? So you can tune into that and get the wise counsel from the Commanding General in charge of the nation of Israel today, right, which is Commanding General Hannah, right? And also, you know, the order from Commanding General Hannah is see that all camps come back together as according to the Bible, right? So all camps coming back together under the ISUPK, right? And following the laws, statute, and commandments and the Most High, right? Right, as it is commanded, right? Right. Also, our camp leader's number, that is Officer Galawan, right? It's 290-5173, right? So if you want to become a trooper in the school, or you want to become a student in the school, right, you could contact 290-5173, right? That will give you direct contact to our local camp leader here, Officer Galawan, here in Trinidad, right? He is the officer in charge in Trinidad and Tobago locally, right? So what we want to touch on today is, right, is a little bit of the Father's Day, right? As we know, today is Father's Day, or as the so-called pagan holiday of the white man, right? And Father's Day is a day that brings back a lot of painful memories for some, right? Because some people don't even have a father to begin with, right? Probably died when they was young, or probably they knew him for a while and he died, right? Or some never even knew their father from birth, right? They just grew up with a mother or some aunt or some uncle or whatever, and they never even knew their father from the get-go, right? So they have limited chance unless somebody within the who are the other members of the family structure tell them their ancestry or lineage. They won't be able to trace that without a father, and that is show you, that is a simple way to show you how important a father is, right? To trace your ancestry and to trace your lineage, right? Because we all know you are the seed of your father, right? That is how you trace the lineage of children, right? So I want to move on to a little history first before we start to go into the scriptures, right? I just posted something in the chat there. You go read it from my place. Baba Kusha. Right? So what we're gonna basically get is a little bit of the history first, right, of Father's Day and how it come about, right? And what is the underlying cause behind this day. All right. So yeah, see that?
Yeah.
Right. You could read from the top. Baba Kusha.
Father's Day, United States, right?
Yeah. Come on.
Every third Sunday in June is celebration honoring the U.S. honoring fathers, right?
That's the one. Let's see if I could follow here. Right. I want to go straight back to the top.
Right.
And read from Father's Day is your celebration. See that part there?
Yeah.
Right. Baba Kusha.
Father's Day is a celebration honoring fathers.
Right. So according to this article, right, you could pull up this online, you could Google it. Right. They say Father's Day is supposed to be a celebration to honor fathers, right? Go ahead.
And celebrating fatherhood.
And celebrating fatherhood. Continue.
And the influence of fathers in society.
Right. So what I'm basically saying, this was what the day actually supposed to celebrate, right? To celebrate fatherhood, paternal bonds, and to show fathers' influence in society. Go ahead.
It was first proposed by Sonora Dude of Spokane, Washington.
All right. So this Sonora Dudd, if you look she up, right, was basically a white woman, right? Who just say propose, right? This Father's Day holiday, as they call it, right? And I'll just read a small snippet on Sonora, right? It says she was the daughter of an American Civil War veteran, William Jackson Smart, and was responsible for founding Father's Day, right? So they are claiming this date to this woman, right? The say Sonora, she was born in Arkansas, right? And here they're saying here, when Sonora was 16, her mother died in childbirth, and with her sixth child, Sonora was the only daughter and shared with her father William in raising of the younger brothers, right? So the say now, what they're basically trying to promote is that she was a single mother, a single she was raised by a single father, right? So that's what they're trying to promote. That's why she now trying to promote Father's Day, right? So when we go down, we go begin to see how this story will take a little turn, right? So continue from Sonora in 1909.
It was currently celebrated in the United States annually on the third Sunday in June.
Right. So the same this day now, right, is currently celebrated in the United States on the third Sunday of June. Right? And the strange thing about this, right? If the holiday start in the United States on the third Sunday of June, when you go all around the world, most countries basically celebrating it the same day, right? So all of a sudden now it moved from one woman wanted to celebrate she father, right? One white woman wanted to celebrate she father, to everybody celebrating Father's Day, right? And if you ask the mass majority, maybe 99.9%, who Sonora done, nobody don't know.
Right.
But yet still, somehow, we celebrating Father's Day, right? Continue.
Father's Day was inaugurated in the United States in the early 20th century to complement Mother's Day.
To do what?
Complement Mother's Day.
Right. So now let's say now Father's Day inaugurated in the early 20th century, right? The Bible tell you the things are 4 times written for we learning.
Right.
So if this day start in early 20th century, right? Which means before that, they never used to celebrate Father's Day. It was never a day on the calendar to celebrate, right? That was out of the question. So this is a new thing now that somebody pick up and decide to spread it, right? And they say now, if you're looking for it, it's in the chat, right? Officer Bayer? If you're looking for the article, it's in the chat, right? Yeah. So then now, the say so it was started in the early 20th century and Mother's Day, and it was to complement Mother's Day. So what ended up happening now? But Mother's Day was before Father's Day, right? They started celebrated before, right? So when they started celebrate Mother's Day now, the fathers get leave out. You understand? So them decide, all right, we will make a Father's Day, right? And when we start to go down, we go understand why they decided to make a Father's Day to complement the Mother's Day, right? So continue.
In celebrating fathers, fathering, and fatherhood.
All right, continue.
Father's Day was found in Spokane, Washington.
So it started in Spokane, Washington, right? Continue.
At the YMCA in 1910 by Sarona Smart Dodd.
Right, so it started in 1910. So before that, nobody knew what the hell is Father's Day, right? Everybody was just ignorant to that fact. So that was never a holiday. I continue.
Who was born in Arkansas. Its first celebration was in Spokane, YMCA, June 19th, 1910.
Continue.
Her father, the Civil War veteran William Jackson Smart, was a single parent who raised his 6 children there.
Right. So they're starting to build up now. That is the excuse they're building on now. Right? He was a single parent and he raised 6 children. You understand? So that the cause they're fighting for now, right? So people starting to get behind the cause because what they're using basically is empathy, right? To build support behind this holiday. Go ahead.
After hearing a sermon about Anna Yavis Mother's Day at Central Methodist
Episcopal
Church in 1909.
Right. So the say now, after hearing a sermon, right, about Anna Jarvis's Mother's Day at the Central Methodist Episcopal Church in 1909, right? When you look at that, right, one of the first things that's standing out, right, how the beginning to spread the messages is through the church,
That's right.
You understand where I'm from? And that is why history important, right? Because many of these pagan holidays start in the church, if not all. You understand? Start in the church. You understand? So, and here the sermon, and here the sermon was about. The sermon was about Anna Jarvis's Mother's Day, right? Anna Jarvis is one of the women who responsible for people celebrating Mother's Day.
Right.
You understand? But the here what they're saying is they say now this was a sermon in the church. So them wasn't preaching the Bible. They was preaching Mother's Day. You understand where I'm coming from? To raise awareness for Father's Day. Because they know that's the next agenda.
Right.
You understand? So them that had nothing to do with the Bible. Because if they was preaching the Bible, they don't know that Mother's Day and Father's Day, not in the Bible.
Right.
Alright? So we continuing. After the Methodist Church in 1909, yeah, go ahead.
She told the pastor that fathers should have a similar holiday honoring them.
Right. So now she's sending message to the pastor now. Because that is the man for any strange holiday or strange custom for the black man to pick up is through the church. That's the easiest way to spread the message. You understand? Because you know it, and we still see that today, right? Even like when we go out on the street or we interview people on the street, the first thing the legacy the pastor say.
That's right.
You understand? Because they take the pastor word as law. You understand? Which is very unfortunate for them. You understand where I'm from? Because the law come from the oracles of God, right? And we all know the pastors are none of them are men of the Lord, right?
That's right.
So continue.
Although she initially suggested June 5th, her father's birthday.
Right, so she wanted Father's Day to be on she father's birthday. So now, here the idea behind it. She father dead, and she want people to celebrate. It's a long story with birthdays already, right? Now she want people to celebrate that day on she father's birthday. So them just remembering he death. So they started celebrate death now. Go on, continue.
Her father's birthday, the pastor, although she initially suggested June 5th, her father's birthday, the pastors of the spoken ministerial alliance did not have enough time to prepare their sermons.
Did not have enough time to do what?
Prepare their sermons.
Right. So she say by the best day, right? Where she want them to celebrate this Father's Day one is she father's birthday. But then now it didn't come off on that day because the pastor don't have enough time to prepare the sermon. Because now that I convince the people about this new pagan holiday and that I come up with the strategies and all kind of similitude to convince the masses now about this holiday. You understand? So because they didn't have enough time to do that. Read on, so we will see what happening.
And the celebration was deferred to the third Sunday of June.
That is how the celebration become on the third Sunday of June. They put it off. You understand? So they say, well, we had that time too short. So they put it off to the third Sunday of June, and now we're celebrating Father's Day every third Sunday in June. You understand? Because they wanted enough time to wave that spell over the congregation. Now they prepare the strategy. How we going to take them? How we going to tell them? You understand? What angle we coming from? You understand? To build up that empathy in the people, so they will say, oh, yeah, we should celebrate this holiday because they do it on our fathers, and so that'll get time to work it in the congregation. You understand? And that is what others do. With even like today, like how they are the other teaching like things like the prosperity gospel, you understand, and sow a seed. It's the plan that. You understand? That's a plan. That's why when you go to every church, the same thing. It's a plan. And understand, and they're working on your mind. So when you think, well, I done it open Bible, yes, and you're going in Catholic, it's the same thing. You move from Catholic, you're going in Methodist, it's the same thing. You understand? Because when you're thinking you're leaving one, going to a new one, you're in the same mess. You understand where I'm from? It's from one spider web to the next. You understand? And them like a set of spider lineup, and they're moving from tarantula to black spider to all different type. And all of them at the end of the day is spider. And you're always in the web. And you ain't coming out. You understand? Continue. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Officer Swap.
yes. Just as they bring out, and they was bringing out from the phone, concerning what the pastors as well.
Yeah.
This is why now, as they say now, they not having enough time really to say, well, hey, they didn't really sit down with the rest of our process.
That's right.
With the white man.
That's right.
Who we know controlling all these religions.
That's right.
To really get it past at that point in time.
That's right. And we bringing up the is extremely heavy because it come like the saying danger approval.
That's right.
You understand where I'm coming from? Right. And that is how deadly the Christian church could be.
That's right.
You understand? And when people see you on the street and say, oh, they're coming against the Christian church, that is what we're coming against. Christianity is like a Christianity is witchcraft. It's a spell working over the people.
That's right.
You understand? Because when you in your bed sleeping, them planning for the next Sunday. You understand where I'm from? How to weave it in deeper in that web.
Right.
Until you can't come out. Until you fighting for them. You understand? Go ahead.
Yeah, so like, yeah. And the saying is a spell yesterday I was watching, I know TV6 managed to bring across that. They had a documentary and was showing you how they use Christianity to take the natives and different natives across the world
Right.
to the land.
Right. Yeah, and that's serious point to bring up there too because when you read and you get that in a local school history book too, right? They will tell you the church was the biggest owner of land at that time, and that land is still. You understand? And we rightfully bringing across because when natives was here, is Christians come and take the land. You understand? Them come in the name of Christianity and why make mass genocide on Native Indians. You understand where I'm from? Yeah. And even right library. You understand? Plenty of the history in library pointing to Native Indian people, Caribs and Arabs living in library. You understand? Right? And that had the name library means pitch. You understand where I'm from? Right? That's Spanish word. You understand where I'm from? Right? And all that history just melt away. You understand where I'm from? And that's tell how dread Christianity is. Yeah. And even in the earlys, when we used to go up with the Native Indians in Arima there. You understand? The telling you, they say, boy, watch. We know we are no history of Christianity in because then, but yet they're still going because the web done wheel them in already. Go ahead. Of course,
I think the name was Labrador something. So.
Yeah.
And the name was Labrador.
Yeah. You understand where I'm from? Right? And them then get wheel in that web already. You understand? So them inside the seeing outside, but what's happened is Christianity or white supremacy does break it to the point where you just wherever and you give up. You understand where I'm coming from, right? And that like the the script that talk about the dry bones in the valley. Them men they get break, the system break, you know, and now the prophets are to go back out and wake back up this man and get that strength to stand back up again to fight. You understand where I'm coming from? Somebody had to go and reach you. You understand? And if nobody in go, all these people will just waste away. You understand where I'm from? And that's why when you look on the street corners, you go see the ISUPK on the streets.
Right.
We're not only in a building or in some corner somewhere hiding. You see us on the streets. You understand where I'm from? Because we're going to reach the blacks, the Hispanic, and the Native Indian in society. You understand? Right? So you could continue.
Right. It did not have much success initially. In the 1920s, Dodd stopped promoting celebration because she was studying in the Art Institute of Chicago.
Right. So she went to study. Right. So it didn't pick up no momentum. It died on, right? Right. Because remember in the early that she calls, and Azan, so it died on. I continue.
And it faded into relative obscurity. Even in spoken, in the 1930s, Dodd returned to spoken and started promoting the celebration again.
Right. So she go in the Art Institute, and get she doctorate, and come back out now and start to raise awareness, right? And here what has happened. And that'll be the sad thing that happened with a minister. He entered that in government, right? Remember Dr. Glenn Ramadas Singh? And they say well, how he's so nice, you understand? And he just help all the people, and he's a doctor, you understand? And after all the big up the man that he was the frontline doctor on the for that particular government. And after all this immediately, when they do find out he had a doctorate as a vet, you understand? And people get mad because people actually thought that he was a medical doctor, you understand? Well, when what see another doctorate as a vet, a lot of people lost confidence in him now. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? The man started to say about you the see about dog and all kind of thing, you understand? So that was happening. So now when you go in university, right? Then you look for an easy doctorate then. And then everybody calling it Doctor So and so. You understand? But really and truly, your doctorate, where people have in the mind or where they think it is, that is not what it is. You understand? So sometimes you go in medical industry, they tell you use that Doctor the Arts, and you already graduate as a Doctor the Arts, and then you're using that now to lead the people because the title now making it able to lead people, right?
Right.
So go ahead.
She had the help of those trade groups that would benefit most from the holiday.
Right, so that are important part, you know, right? The trade groups that would benefit most from the holiday, right? And them go be like today, them go be like Sabga, and or in America will be like Gucci and Prada. All the people who benefit from the holiday. How they benefit from the holiday? There you go. Are we going to spend your money? You understand where I'm coming from? Right? You see how on the screen here? Every father they known for neckties, understand, and socks, and power tools, and yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So we really going into going into like this is a really business or commerce as a.
That's right. And as I'm coming from, that is where it's heading. You understand? So they're trying to commercialize the holiday now. You understand? So they weave it in your mind through the church, and then now the businessmen now looking to capitalize because use the engine to get their business running. Use the man to spend the money. You understand? And then when they bring around the holiday now, they'll be able to commercialize the holiday. And then now when they say Father's Day sale, you'll be busy. You understand? I can't miss that way. You understand? You're running. You understand? And they're buying power tools they don't even need. You understand? How can I jackhammer, hill tea, and all kind of yarn nothing to break. You understand? You just want to know you have it. You understand? That's what has happened. Right? So they're trying to commercialize the holiday. Go ahead.
For example, the manufacturers of ties, tobacco, pipes, and any traditional present to fathers.
That's right. So anything that catering to fathers, that will be selling. And you see tobacco, cigarette. You understand? You see that today's fathers, they buy a whole cartoon of cigarette for my father. You're killing him. You understand? They buy a whole cartoon of cancer stick for him. You understand? Continue.
Since 1938, she had the help of the Father's Day Council, founded by New York Associated Men Wear Relators,
Retailers,
to consolidate and to stimulate the commercial promotion.
Right. So now, you see, it's starting to grow now, right? So it's starting church, as an idea. The pastors now weave it through the system, right? They're getting people to believe in it, you understand? They're pushing it on the pulpit. The trade companies now, you understand? Then gain themselves, they will start to promote ad, Father Day special, this and that, they start to build momentum on the holiday. And then now, you would say, since 1938, she had the help of the Father's Day Council, right? And here what the Father's Day Council is, founded by the New York Associated Menswear. That is a company, you understand, that formed the Father's Day Council. You understand? That is how serious they're taking this, you understand? So them promoting menswear, and they decide, all right, well, we go form a council now, right? To do what? Consolidate and systemize the commercial promotion. So now they're going to advertising. They're going to advertise mass media about menswear and men clothing and power tools and anything with man in it. That's what they're going to do and push that. You understand? So they will build a kind of festive feeling around the day, right? Continue. Starting from Americans.
Right. Americans resisted the holiday during a few decades.
Right. So they resisted, right?
Right.
So they started rejecting the holiday because remember everybody accustomed to Mother's Day. Nobody really fighting up with Father's Day so much, right? So people, it's a new thing. When things start new, it's a difficult process. It'll be slow, right? Continue.
Receiving it as just an attempt by merchants to replicate the commercial success.
To do what?
Replicate the commercial success
Of
Mother's Day.
That's right. You understand? So people just see, but the next holiday like Mother's Day, yes, I'll spend more money again. You understand? So people ain't really buying into it, right? Continue.
And the newspaper frequently featured clinical and static acts.
Sarcastic.
Sarcastic acts and jokes. But the trade groups did not give up.
Right, you understand? So the media started publishing show, you know, you understand? So they started bring different ad, you understand? Showing how Father's Day feel and Mother's Day still going, so that they started make joke in the media about it, right? But the trade group now still fighting to manufacture things for Father's Day, right? Continue.
They kept promoting it and even incorporated the jokes into their adverts.
That's right. So now, because remember the media started publishing it because the Father's Day thing was like a joke, right? So them now, with the idea with them come up with it now is to keep putting out the ad, but then they started incorporate the same joke where they was making about the media, and that is like if you put it like into this society with two people, you understand? Like somebody might be making joke at somebody who fat, you understand? And the fat man go just include the joke, you understand? You go start to make a joke about yourself, you understand where I'm from? And then everybody like ha ha ha. So then now it's no longer about he redirect that energy away from him then. You understand where I'm from? And that is what they do. They take the same joke with the media was probably showing them with and put it in their advertisement now. So now them making everybody laugh now. Right? So it become a normal thing. That will just make it normal, right? Continue.
And they eventually succeed. By the mid-1980s, the Father's Day Council wrote that Father's Day had become a second Christmas for all men's gift.
That's right. Understand? So now it become a big joke and it become normal, and everybody now started getting incorporated in Father's Day. It's starting to become now a major holiday, and now they're comparing it now to Christmas because they realize when it was the sales with Christmas and it was the sales with Father's Day, it's starting to come up. It's starting to measure in the same scale. So the day now becoming of importance. Right? Continue. Yeah, go ahead. Over to swap.
Yeah, I was saying for all men's gift-oriented industry, right? So
that's right.
It's like, you know, like this is an opportunity now where men doesn't really get a chance to get gift.
That's right.
So it's showing, you know,
yeah.
On Christmas because you know everything is about the woman.
The woman and children. You understand? So now, and you rightfully saying it. Now they're making the demand Christmas then.
That's right.
You understand? That's what they're trying to promote Father's Day as.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
A bill according to national recognition of the holiday was introduced in Congress in 1913.
Mm-hmm.
In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson went to the Spoken to speak in a Father's Day celebration. Right.
So the business people come on board, the church people come on board, right? And all the manufacturers come on board now. So now it reached to the president now. Understand? And they invite he to our function. So you see how the bill, they just didn't when it was like the day, right? Like you will see people protesting, right? and they would say, right, well, write a letter to the Prime Minister, and write a letter and the Prime Minister, and you read it, and you put it down. And nothing never come out of it, right? But what should them do? Them build the support through the church to infect the people, get the manufacturers on board, and then get the business people on board. So now the president now, to end up face the president now, you have all this mass support behind you now. You understand? So that now giving them leverage now in society to make it now a commercial success now, right? Go ahead.
And wanted to make it official, but Congress resisted, fearing that it would become commercialized.
Right. So the government's at a fight now because they know, you know, the government is fight. The government fighting business people, just like today. You understand where I'm coming from? The government fighting Sabga and Bagwan Singh and all of them because they them more now. They reach on a commercial level now. You understand? Because they know that kind of power. Am you willing that power? You be watching it as one day. You understand? But the commercial success on Mother's Day, it's billions of dollars spending in one day. You understand? So the government started to fight against it now, right? Continue.
U.S. President Calvin Coolidge recommended in 1924 that the day be observed by the nation, but stopped short of issuing a national proclamation.
Right. So the pressure started to come on them now. You understand? Right? To integrate this as a staple holiday. Right? But they want to put it in law. Right? The fighting now. So he making people celebrate the day. Right? But it's not law. It's then proclaimed, right? By the president. Go ahead.
Two earlier attempts to formally recognize the holiday had been defeated by Congress.
Right? So it didn't pass in the parliament. So it get defeated. Right? Go ahead.
In 1957, Senator Margaret Chase Smith wrote a proposal accusing Congress of ignoring fathers for 40 years, while honoring mothers, thus singling out just one of our two.
Right. So this is the cause there is now. They're saying for 40 years we honoring mothers and we ignoring fathers. You understand? And that is the standing on to fight the argument now. You understand? So you're honoring one and you're honoring the next. Right? So now people jumping on it because it's in your mind, it's sounding good. You understand? Because you know, hey, fathers don't get nothing, this and that, and you understand? So now people with finding empathy and now wanting to jump on the bandwagon now to support them, right? Not knowing that's still not the right way, right? Continue.
Because we need to very important, you know, the heavy in the sense that, you know, seeing all of this now, a woman now take up the mantle. Because, you know, because we celebrating Mother's Day, so that face come about, as you say, like that senator. This is that woman now who's a senator now take up the mantle amongst men now. 40 years. 40 years, all they're doing this. Show some kind of.
Then that's where I come from? Yeah, because that's why everybody's come on board now to get sympathy. Right? Go ahead.
In 1966, President Lyndon B. Johnson issued the first presidential proclamation honoring fathers, designating the third Sunday in June as Father's Day.
That's right. So the day now be get proclaimed, it get put into law now. And that this day is a holiday. Right? Go ahead.
6 years later, the day was made a permanent national holiday.
Right. So now you have to celebrate it every year. Right? It's permanent in the calendar now. Right? Go ahead.
When President Richard Nixon signed it into law in 1972.
That's right. You understand? And that is the day President Nixon. You know he was a white devil. You understand? he damn tired calling it all kind of conspiracy. You understand? So that is how now Father's Day now gets signed into law, right? And then the strange thing about it is, all this drama happened in the United States, right? And when we watch locally down here in Trinidad, we celebrating Father's Day, right? And nobody don't know. I sure if you go out in the street and start to ask people how Father's Day start, nobody don't know.
That's right.
You understand? No, and what is strange thing about it, right? People just claim, right? All different religions to be conscious, right? The Egyptologist with a big anchor on the neck, you understand? Christian, Muslim, right? And when Father's Day reach, all of them celebrating Father's Day.
Right.
You understand where I'm coming from? And them claiming to know the way. You understand? And if you ask them how Father's Day start, they can't tell you.
That's right.
You understand where I'm coming from? And they fight all the Egyptologists and even the Muslim too. They talk about the white man, the devil, this and that, and all kind of things that they wanted to try to copy like the ISUPK. You understand where I'm coming from? But not knowing that they're deeply wrapped in the web of the white man.
That's right.
You understand? Because when they come, them can't say they're not celebrating that day. They feel them could say they ain't celebrating Mother's Day. The Muslim wife killed them. Yeah? all the control the plate have, they will kill them. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? And the Egyptologists, them that don't view the woman as God. So no self, they have to bring home something. You understand where I'm coming from? And that is how the white man has infiltrated himself in people through religion.
That's right.
Right?
Like I said,
Go ahead, Mr. Shah.
and we go in and watch out to women and the people and all to like the good and all to like so it doesn't sing with people and around and all to it and I'm showing why you know this and all to. So then go say if that they choose between the mother and the wife and thing, right? So when they come and thing like that, like that game it was like put out pedestrians and mother so high.
Yeah.
Then men go always say, boy, I can't find another mother like
That's
like
right.
my mother.
And we come into that.
I started seeing my mother before my wife.
Yeah.
And then,
You understand? And we'll come to that because and remember Mother's Day. Mother's Day is what make Father's Day started. You understand where I'm coming from? Alright. As we was reading earlier, right? So we coming down now, right? We reached 1972 with President Richard Nixon signing it into law, right? So we go into the next line, you know, with Mark, in addition to Father's Day.
In addition to Father's Day, International Men's Day is celebrated in many countries on November 19th for men and boys who are not fathers.
Right. So they realize now, Mother's Day making money, Father's Day making money. Well, we include everybody. You understand? Because that somebody gonna say, I'm not father. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? And then you have children, boys. You understand? There is no father. So now, they wrap everybody in it. Let me make International Men's Day. More money for we again. You understand? And that is how they reprint our society day after day. That is why the most I warn me about them holiday, them pagan holidays.
Right.
You understand? Because you know them thing will just keep it trapped.
Right.
You understand? Them thing keep it in the ghetto. Because now you're fighting now. You understand? You hire your mother, you want to buy jewelry and candy and chocolate for she. You understand where I'm coming from? She loves she. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? And we go show how dangerous the importance of Mother's Day. There's part and how Mother's Day does cast a dark shadow on fathers, right? And we will include it too. Well,
Even today, I know too. Your brother was around today, no, yeah. Boy, this is the only day I just get for myself. So I celebrating this day. This is the only day I just get for myself.
Yeah.
So he recognizing this day.
right.
So it shows that leave off everything.
Yeah.
Thinking about that special day for me.
For me, you understand? Right? And we will see how special this day is. Right? So they're going to now to start to celebrate. They're trying to wrap in everybody because there's money, it's commercial, right? And this part we're reading here is more the business side of Father's Day, right? Because the businessmen want to make money. Let me care about you. Understand? And how you work hard. Understand? And how you raise your trend. They don't care about that. Them just want to know when you're gonna buy the next drill or the next lawnmower or the next waka. Understand? Or the next socks or tie. Understand? That's all them concerned about, the money, right? or the next barbecue grill. You know that's real selling Father's Day. You understand?
Right.
Alright, so we're going to Father's Day service now.
A Father's Day service was held on July 5th, 1908 in Fairmont, West Virginia, in Williams Memorial Methodist Episcopal Church South.
You're right. So you realize now, the church helping to keep these days alive. And that's where I'm coming from. Just like Christmas and Easter. How we know to remember Christmas and Easter every year is the church. You understand? Them just keep the holiday alive because them is the first one to set up the tree before you. See a neighbor set up a tree in the house. The church had one up in the yard. And they put it inside again. They put it outside so everybody could see that them just celebrate Christmas. You understand? So now you fighting now to do the same thing in your house. You understand? From them keeping the holiday alive, they're keeping Easter alive. That the trend with Easter bonnet, them hat. You understand? Parading down the street. The church had to take them out on the street now to parade. You understand? The Roman Catholic Church points and Port Spain say they want to bring out a carnival band. Yeah, you understand? Right? And that is how they just keep it going. You understand? And you know, like if people in the world, right? That is how you go. Hear your rational or rational judgment, right? If the church doing it, that means it's normal. You understand where I'm coming from? So if the church eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, that means I could do it. Because remember, they're using that as the measuring stick. You understand where I'm coming from? Not knowing that the measuring stick they're using is garbage. You understand? I total garbage. But that measuring stick they're using now, they say, well, once the church could do it, I could do it. You understand? And that is how society become lawless. You understand? They started bringing homosexual in all over the street now. You understand where I'm coming from? The adulterers all over the street. Anything you can think about that out here, murderers, it starts in the church. The church make it normal. You understand? And it become normal in society. Right? So we're going down now. So it starts in the going back in the Methodist church now, right? And you notice the church now called the William Memorial Methodist Church. It moved from just the Methodist Episcopal Church to the William, because one the lady father name, she celebrated the day and the father, right? So the name of the church changing, all right? Go ahead.
Now known as Central United Methodist Church.
Right, go ahead.
Grace Golden Clayton was mourning the loss of her father when on December 1907 the Mahogany mining disaster in nearby Morgan killed 316 men, 250 of them fathers.
Right. So this was the date. This was in 1907, right? And Father's Day come about in 1910, right? So this was about 3 years before the Father's Day. They started bring up the talk about Father's Day, right? Go ahead.
Leaving around thousands fatherless, Clayton suggested to her pastor, Robert Thompson Webb, that he should honor all those fathers. Clayton chose the Sunday nearest to the birthday of her father, Methodist minister Fletcher Golden.
And see what I'm doing? The birthday thing come back again. Everybody want to use that marker. You understand? Continue.
Clayton's event did not have repercussions outside of Fairmont for several reasons. Among them, the city was overwhelmed by other events. The celebration was never promoted outside of the town itself, and no proclamation was made in the city council. Also, two events overshadowed this event.
Right. So this lady now this was in 1907, right? And the next lady starts showing in 1910. Now, when this lady starts, this big event, it get overshadowed. You understand? So meaning it had more hot topics at that time when she raised it up. Right? Continue.
The celebration of Independence Day.
That is one of the problem. Right? When she pick it up, Independence Day come around, nobody want to hear about no Father's Day because Independence Day, America, the land of the brave and the free and all kind of thing, right? So nobody want to hear about that, right? So that was one problem. Go ahead.
July 4th, 1908, with 12,000 attendance and several showing, including a hot air balloon event.
So the next problem is around the same time of Independence, that a hot air balloon event. So everybody went to see that. Nobody want to hear about Father's Day, right? Go ahead.
Which took over the headlines in the following days. And the death of a 16-year-old girl on July 4th.
Right. So then now, all these events now, when the first, this next white woman was going to bring it up, and she would be the person responsible for Father's Day. So it's where them devils just keep trying to bring up the same thing over and over, and all the events overshadow that and kill it. And now, and next lady come 3 years after and raise up this Father's Day event, and then that is how it starts, right? Continue.
The local church council were overwhelmed, and they did not even think of promoting the event, and it was not celebrated again for many years. The original sermon was not reproduced in press, and it was lost finally. Clayton was a quiet person who never promoted the event or even talked to other persons about it.
Right, you understand? So she never bring it back up again. Right, so that is how she name never come up in the Father's Day thing. The others now build on what she had before, and then now they pick up the Father's Day piece, right? And then just read the next part, the Clayton.
Yeah. Clayton also, many have been inspired by Anna Jarvis' crusade to establish Mother's Day. 2 mothers prior, Jarvis had held a celebration for her dead mother in Grafton, West Virginia.
Right. You understand? So with the saying is Clayton now get inspired by Anna Jarvis Mother's Day. Right? And the next lady we read before, that was Sonora, she get inspired by Mother's Day. You understand? But when them come with the philosophy to build on Father's Day, business people, manufacturers, and then the government take advantage, because now days where they get to control the people, and understand, control the spending habits, and that is what making them more powerful. All the pagan holidays, Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all you can think about, every one of them telling you about sale. Understand? And they're wrapping up in the commercial business on Mother's Day and Father's Day, right? So from I just want you to go. You could go to our scripture. Go to Hebrews 12 and 9. Yeah, go ahead, Officer Shah.
And as I say that, right? When you say that, this is the thing about it that I'm trying to say is a whole big catch, right? When you check all them holidays we follow when I run it now, right? Mother's Day, right? Father's Day. There's nothing different with when coming to the manufacturing and them stores like when I buy. When Christmas comes, you buy the same thing you buy for Mother's Day, same thing you buy for Christmas Day, same thing you buy for Father's Day. Same
thing. You understand where I'm from? And I the sad thing about it. You understand? Because every year you're feeling, I need a new one. I need to do this, and then as we were talking earlier, some of them I think you're not even using it. You understand where I'm from? Right? You go buy a big power drill for your father, and when you look 4 years later, you buy that's still in the boxes. You never use it. You understand? Right? Go ahead, officer. Your card? All that too. You understand where I'm from?
Even if you're buying something for your father,
yeah.
you're not really even would.
No. Because and that's a serious point to bring up there too, because you trying to equate this man's life to a tool, a power tool then. $1,200. Oh, you understand? Even if you spend $90,000, it still doesn't matter. If you buy a house, a car, a ship, it still didn't equate to the value of the man's life. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? Word of Sabayat.
The book of Hebrews 12 and verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us.
Right. So it say we have fathers of our flesh, right? So that we blood-born fathers. On the other two we know, right? Them of we flesh, right? And them correct we, right? Go ahead.
And we gave them reverence.
We respect them, right? Go ahead.
Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
That's right. You understand? The Most High. You understand? So it's basically saying is if we could respect, if we could have that respect for we own Father on the earth, how much more respect we should have for the Most High? You understand where I'm coming from? Because He's the Father, all spirits. You understand? Right? And if we had that respect for He, we will live. You understand? Right? So from there, I want to go to First John 5 and 3. We go start there.
The book of 1 John 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
Right.
And His commandments are not grievous.
And the commandments of the Most High is not grievous, right? And this is the sad thing about love we plenty people don't know. Right? We love to show the Most High we love Him is we obedience to Him. Right? That's how we just show the Most High we love Him, right? So that way we will keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? That love you have, right?
Yeah.
Now when it breaking down, right? So it breaks down to the love for the Most High, the love for Christ. It comes down to we Father, right? Now, if you're living in a house, let me say, because not everybody living in a house with a father, right? So we're starting with the houses with fathers. You live in a house with a father, right? The only way to show your father you love him, you could buy him 10 million car, boat, van, house, take him to 10 different countries, 10 different destinations, right? Treat him the best life. The only way to show that love to your father is the respect for him, right? So and your respect now, right, is obeying the laws he set down in the house, because you're coming up as a child. You understand? Your father is the head of the house. Yeah, he might be a drunkard, well, in the truth. So we're not gonna do nothing immoral or illegal. Understand? Your father tell you gonna make a robbery, you're not gonna make a robbery. You understand where I'm from? But we're talking as a normal family that coming up. Right? The law of the father supposed to be respected in the house. That's how the father does know you love him. Right? You understand? How you gonna know your children love you is if you tell them to do something and they apply it, they do it. You understand where I'm from? It's not that it gave me a house last week, so my son loved me. You understand where I'm from? Sometimes we equate love to a feeling, but it's really respect. And then when they break down from the father and son now, and they go like to the husband and wife, you understand? Because the father is to watch over the home. Always know your wife love you, she go respect wherever order you get you to do. You understand? So and especially when you're coming out of Christianity, it is some weird, right, to some people, because the ear is not really tuned to that. You understand where I'm coming from? But for the wife to show that she loved the husband, right, is like if a man stand up on the outside and he want to know, like, I wonder if this man wife love him, he'd rather go and see she hugging you up and they're walking and holding hands and together. You understand where I'm from? She would know by when they say like, well, do so and so or beat my hand so, the order matching up. So she following the order. You understand where I'm from? And then you know the house built with respect. You understand where I'm from? And that respect she giving you is she showing you love. So she do have to buy a jewelry or a diamond ring. You understand where I'm from? She's showing that whatever order you pass, it executed. And that's how you know that person love the next person. You understand? So how you know the angels love the Most High? They're obeying the laws of the Most High. Whatever you tell them to do, go and do this, they're doing it. You understand where I'm coming from? And it's just not I do it. You understand where I'm coming from? You're doing it with because I love this person. That is why I'm doing this. You understand where I'm from? When I get up Friday and your foot hot in you. You understand where I'm from? And if you're sick, you have the friends. You understand? But it might be in your body ache. You understand? But in a camp, because you had the love for your people, you're going out to camp. And your back might be aching you. You understand where I'm coming from? Because the bigger picture is the love for your people outside there. You understand? When I study what today, boy, it's Friday, my neck in pain. You understand where I'm coming from? My body ache. You understand? All kind of things happen. You understand? Your car tire might bust and the other can't pull it the next man. That is just where it is. You understand where I'm coming from? Because the love of your people, love of your nation come in front of that. Right? Go ahead, Officer Yakar.
Even if it's like the examples you brought up, sometimes even if you have, like some people say personal problems or personal issues, sometimes you might ask things might be going a particular way. That problem will be very well in chair. Work, whatever, the past side, all that. I have to go.
That's right.
And sort of this, I want to fight this war with my brothers and
That's because of the love of your people. You understand where I'm from? So it transcends that. You understand? So coming back to the house with the father, that is how you know the child loved the father because he obeyed the instruction the father passed. Right? So you're going on from there, give me Colossians 2:8, Baba Kishar. You understand? So thinking about that now, you understand? How we grew up to know Father's Day and things and Mother's Day and things like that. We know love by giving. You understand? Giving gifts. That's how the white supremacy trained me to love. You understand? But love is really obedience. Right? Go ahead.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Right. So again, I warning you say, beware any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. Go ahead.
After the traditions of men.
That's right. After the tradition of men, you understand? So everybody we know celebrating Father's Day. So now you become it's like a pressure now. All the neighbors celebrating Father's Day, so you fighting to celebrate Father's Day too. You understand where I come from? And that is how it gets spoiled because they're starting to follow the traditions of the people around you. Right. You understand where I come from? That is starting point to break your way. You understand? Then they started believing the doctrine. They know well Father's Day the rest. You understand? Because I just work hard and all kind of things, all kind of excuses started make now. You understand? So it started become cement in your mind that this day important. Right? Go ahead.
After the rudiments of the world. And not after Christ.
And not after Christ. And just like how we was explaining before, when Father's Day started in 1910, they actually put it on record. Right? So then when you ask yourself, no, before 1910, we never used to celebrate Father's Day. You understand? Right? What was fathers any less appreciated? You understand? Right? They didn't know Father's Day sale. You understand? Right? So and they still used to get clothes. They still used to get drawers and socks and shoes. You understand? And they still used to get tools to work. You understand? But it didn't have a Father's Day. But somehow the media make it feel that if you do have a Father's Day, you ain't appreciate your father. You understand where I'm from? Right? And that is how society does wash away because we don't know the history. You understand? We don't want to look back. We just say that long time thing. You understand? That I old school. You understand? And we just think and this will be one of the major problems too with this thing because it's like growing up. You just always think you smarter than the people before you. You understand? Your trend is think they're smarter than you. You understand? Yeah, they might know the different technology and Facebook and Twitter and all that. You understand? But when coming to the operation of the world and how things just function, your experience in the world is what is trump that. You understand where I'm from? That is why we forefathers write down in this law. You understand? And we able to because all things and tribulation and pain in the face, the right, so that they could tell them who coming after what happened. You understand? This is how we fall. This is how we slip. You understand? This is where we went off the mark. You understand? Right? Now Christ come to bring we back. All them things that are going right. You understand? For the man in the future. Because otherwise he had no hope. He less smart. Because and the one make him less smart. He less smart because he feel that because I born in the age of touchscreen TV and phone, that I smarter than them from old. You understand where I'm from? And this way we just miss the ball. Yeah. Go ahead.
I know this might be a better, piece about the scripture talking about the many ancient landmarks. Sometimes we think we're smarter because we are doing this way, but our foreparents cut a road, like you go to the forest. You already have a path. But you feel you so smart that you want to cut another path to the same place.
That's right.
Eventually, there may be things or ways that are slightly different, but the premise is still the same.
That's right.
You have laid a proper foundation and you have to go through this particular struggle.
That's right. And as I'm from, that has been important to know how it starts, right? And that is what does make you appreciate history and culture. You understand? That is where the people now could build on, right? Just like here in the ICBK, we building on the people who was before we. You understand? All them people went straight back to 1969 and before, all through the slave plantation. We building on that. You understand where I come from? Right? Where them didn't reach, we continuing. You understand? And keeping on building on that until you come back and build back a nation. You understand where I come from? So sometimes we just want to feel that we better, but you're not better. You understand? Them things are in the ancient written. They're right on that day for you to learn. You understand? Because look like now, I saw a lot of people now like about homosexuality. They will feel that now start the other day because the media just make you feel that they're a new thing. But when I go back in the scriptures, it's a set of old dirty homosexual and go out and burn down a whole city. It just make you feel them thing now start. Them thing never now start. You understand? Right? All like how men wearing Gucci and Prada and all kind of thing. We just feel them thing now start. Like, you understand? Like Gucci now build this brand and everybody wearing it. They're not true. You understand? It's men who say wear fine apparel, fine raiment, fine linen. You understand? Men used to dress fresh. Men had gold. We now watching them artists and them with the gold thing around the neck and feel, hey, why that happen? He not having no real gold. You understand where I'm from? Them men of old had the real gold, ancient gold, the pure thing. You understand? And if you watch how gold, how they just get the impurities out of gold, right? The men of old had to be smart. You understand? Because when it was where gold had to pass through before you get to look the way it look, right? And that sift it and then pass through this machine and then melt it down and burn it out to get out all the different particles. Remember, it comes from the ground. So how do you get out? How them all long you get out all that? You understand? Before they could put it on and imagine, right? We read in the scripture, Solomon, well, he chicks had rows of gold. He had gold teeth back in that day. With the dentist. When he said the socks and tube sucking out all the dribble from him out. Eh? Which means these intelligent people, they just make it to feel like there was in lamb skin, understand? Or a piece in front and a piece in the back. And the chest always like a barbarian. They're not true. You understand? Israelites are intelligent people. Go ahead.
So like I said, even not so far distant past.
Yeah.
There was an article where they showed some native Indians had jewels encrusted in all the teeth.
In the teeth. Yeah. You understand where I come from? Right?
Embedded in the teeth.
Embedded in the teeth. You understand? And that will be saying and we just feel like that now start. You understand? Because we just watch them all them some of them girls like they put the little kind of diamond thing in the teeth. And okay, we just feel like we invent that. We ain't invent nothing. You understand? They think they learn from a long time. You understand? From the past. But when you don't know the history about it, it will seem new. You understand where I'm from? right? So plenty things like all these traditions now. That is how we learn them, because with them, when we're reading about all them pagan holiday and we reinventing it and bringing back new names to it, and people come and celebrate it again. And that's where I'm coming from. So when it was probably long time, they used to call it the swine festival. Understand? Now they're calling it, I don't know, the pig, the day of the piglet or some kind of thing. And then everybody running and they're playing game of Peppa Pig bag and thing. You understand? And everybody, that's a new thing. You understand where I'm coming from? And everybody want to eat pork again. You understand? But there's not now people telling them don't eat pork. It's long time. You understand? So plenty of things from old, right? Give me Deuteronomy 12 and 29, Baba Kusha. Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 12 and verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
When the Lord thy God shall cut off the nations before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, thou succeedest them and dwellest in their land.
Right, so when the Lord sent it to win a land, right? And you possess them, well, that is how Israel does possess land. You had to fight for it. You understand? They never walking, the people that think they walk in the land America only free. That is not true. You understand? The fight of all the Canaanites and Jebusites and all the other ites to get the land I was living in, right?
Okay.
Right? So you see when you go in the land, right? And you possess them, meaning so you defeat them, right? And you succeed them. And
Take heed thyself that thou be not snared by following them.
right? And that thou be not snared by what?
Following them.
By following them. That is how we just get snared. You understand where I'm coming from? So with that showing you on the line is that all the things, pagan things we learn is because we start to follow them. You understand where I'm coming from? We never know about them. We never know about Father's Day. We never know about Mother's Day. Them things just start. You understand where I'm coming from? That was never we custom. You understand? But all them Christmas and Easter and thing, that was never, we never used to celebrate them thing. You understand? Because the most that is why way back in the law in Leviticus 23 they're telling you these are the high holy days of the Most High. These are the feast days of the Most High. That is why they write that whole chapter to tell you, explain you where is the feast day. You understand? So that 2,000 years or 3,000 years down the road, or they will still know where is the feast day. So we ain't confused. You understand? These are the feast day of the Lord, and all your Passover and your Purim and your Tabernacles. That is how you know, because you could read and look back. Go ahead.
And that's why they don't say to another, like when they finish that, they know what you think, like in our part of the thing we say, most like we don't marry them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, at that time I buy a burger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the man only have big burger, so up come a J.
Mm-hmm.
And he say, hey, what burger you have, that same burger man, what burger you only have big. So now you turn around and say, boy, I want my wife to eat that. So mine, all I know is the truth that I know is it's still ain't come to me, right?
Yeah.
Man, but the burger man, like, he accustomed, like, that come to him already, because like he already in, like, selling that every day.
Yeah, because you have customer people reaction now.
Yeah, reaction. So he say, hey, he wife is I feel wife is a Hindu.
Yeah.
When I turn around in the car,
Yeah.
and to see the man's wife is really a Hindu.
Is a Hindu.
And you see now, you see the reaction now, when it goes like that, we do not even marry them because they'll turn me away.
They will turn you away.
So
Yeah.
he can't buy that beef because he wife know that beef is a god to them.
That's right. You understand? And now the lawful meat, where the Moses say that he could eat, he don't want to eat it. Because his wife is a heathen. You understand where I'm coming from? So automatically he getting turned away. Yeah. You understand? He had getting turned away. You understand where I'm coming from? Alright? And that coming back to the ending where I want to touch on, because it's showing you the power, what happened with your wife. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? And the mother in general.
Yes.
You understand? Why it has become important and how much weight they bring on that day, and it is pressure you. You understand? If you take root and stock, that it will pressure you into not wanting to do certain things or having to do certain things. You understand? Right. Yeah, go ahead, continue. You can go back to take heed of thyself, 30.
Take heed to thyself, that thou not be snared by following them, after that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise.
Go ahead, continue.
Verse 31. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God, for every abomination to the Lord, which he hated, have they done unto their gods. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods.
Go ahead.
What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish.
That's right. So telling you in verse 32, whatsoever things he command you, observe to do it. Meaning you're applying it, right? That's the ain't just observing. Observe to do. You understand? And he say, thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. So all the things we give you, don't add Father's Day to the high holy days list. You understand? Right? And don't take away no high holy days. You understand where I'm from? We're not supposed to add or take away. If he don't want to celebrate Father, let them celebrate the Father. That is not we custom. We know we custom is. We know we high holy days is. Right? And we know that Father Day, Wednesday, and Easter and Christmas does not fall within the Most High days. Right? Go ahead.
Yes, so after again, I was talking to that guy and he was saying, you're talking about different stuff. So, you were saying like, all of that come together as one, the normal stuff. So I was saying, each group or each nation have their customs and their language.
That's right.
So I was saying, the Eastern have their customs, example, Chinese, etc. So I was saying, he's saying, if an Indian fella, ask me to come and celebrate stuff, I say, well, no, I will not go. I see the reason being is because that is not my culture.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
That's right.
He was like, you wouldn't go. So I was saying, like, if, they say you're a Christian, right? And what does Christianity so-called teach? That there's no other God, and everybody else is heathen.
That's right.
So I say, if you really believe, and you say you're really a Christian, and your Indian friend invites you to a praise or to Diwali, lights, come and light a light with him. He lights in a light, he's on a God. And if you believe so much in Christianity that this is a false God, why are you going to support him worshipping a false God? All three name of so-called equality. Yeah. That actually the disgusting part of Christianity.
And just to chime in on what you're saying there, right? It's like this. You see, Christianity does say everybody come together, right? All are we one, but only to a certain point. You understand where I come from, right? And I go draw this example, right? All the churches go tell you, God is love. He love everybody. You understand, right? Forgive everybody. You understand? All are we one blood. But when you look at the Bible, the entire Bible is about separation, right? Everybody had their own boundary. You understand? And we just and because we mingle ourselves into one another, that is why we having all these problems. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? Because picture every state, every nation, right? Now that was separated within the own land. Half of the problems we have now, we don't never have it. You understand? Right? You feel like I call a man a racist when he's looking just like you. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? That will never happen. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? and your entire nation would have be operating within its own boundary. You understand? Your guards or policemen that be looking just like you. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, so I feel some discussion on what you're saying there, with the same documentary also showing you that when they start to take these aborigines and put them amongst the white man, some of the white man just start to kill them out. So even if you had that separation and never that problem,
That would never be a problem. You understand? Yes, every nation you must have a man fighting with a man or a man murdering a man or whatever. But to the extent that there's no, that will never happen. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? Because even in Israel had their own problems. Right? But not on this mass scale where people just getting murdered left, right, and center. And a man kneeling down in their neck. And everybody there telling, hey, get up, boy. And people even afraid to touch the police because them afraid them get killed. You understand? Because they know that man who kneeling down on that man's neck doing you just like you. You understand where I'm from? And he will murder you. You understand where I'm from? That is why they had this separation. And the most I see like I just know, right? And the most I have you see, and what we don't understand too, the most I make everything with differences. You understand? Nothing that is same. You understand? Right? You have zebra, you have horse, you have everything different, right? And to bring up a clear explanation, simple thing as your fingerprint, right? Why everybody didn't have the same fingerprint? If all always one, right? And living in one, why we didn't have the same fingerprint? And so you just can't tell the difference between me and Barriat or me and Shah, or swap or your card. You understand? We just one. The most I never designed me that way. That is ridiculousness. You understand where I come from? Right? And then sometimes when I watch some of them fake camp, you understand? They believe everybody had to wear the same color for unison. That's not true. Unison is really in spirit. We have the same goal. You understand? We want to achieve the same thing for the nation. But that don't mean you can't wear a gold chain, because I might like silver. You understand where I come from? But we rocking the same spirit. You understand? Right? We go how we will be rocking with Dawada. But I might just like silver, and you might just like gold. You understand? And next man like no precious metal. He might just wear a big bead around his neck with the Dawada. You understand? Everybody make with a difference, and that is the uniqueness of the Most High, right? And like the Bible just talk about the different flesh, and understand the different beasts. And understand where I'm from? All different type of fish, but some fish have scale and some fish don't have scale. But there's fish. You understand where I'm from? Right? That don't mean you ever see tuna lining with shark? No. You understand where I'm from? You understand? But in the whole ecosystem, everybody had a job to do. You understand where I'm from? Right? So you got the East Indian man, you got the native Indian man, you got the African man, you got the Israelite man, but everybody have a specific job to do. You understand where I'm from? Right? But some people get so wise in themselves that them want to take other people's work. You understand where I'm from? The work that was not designed for you. Understand? Some screw in the bottom of the fan realize I want to be the blade. You understand? They was not designed to do that. You understand? And by he leaving his place, the whole world going out of course. And that is how you have to watch it. You understand? So the white man by design, by he wanting to be in a place he's not supposed to be, the whole world going out course. And Israel just get lead astray because we don't want to read the things of our forefathers. We want to do our own thing. And that's where I'm coming from. We want to do what we feel like because we pick up the customs at them other nations. You understand? I feel like celebrating Father's Day. You understand? Or I feel like celebrating Mother's Day because it does feel good. That's a good feeling. You understand where I'm coming from? For all these things that are good feeling, making it gain pain and suffering. Year after year, day after day. You understand? Right? So going back to I want to go back to this here, right? Give me Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 8, Babu Kusha. Don't start a time.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 8.
Yeah, Bible question.
Jesus Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever.
Right. So it's saying Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever, right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. Be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines.
Right. So it said, don't be carried away by diverse and strange doctrine. All the things that's good is strange doctrines. All the Christianity just push is strange. We never know them things. When they want to know what we don't know, we just have to look back in the law. You understand? And that's how you know where your forefathers know, that way you know. You understand? And if you saying you really want to honor your father, then you go look back to see what your father used to do.
That's right.
You understand where I come from? That is how you gonna know you honoring your father. You understand? Not by giving them gift. You understand? Or a hug. You understand? Or saying, well, I never know my father, so what the hell? You understand where I come from? Right? You have to look back to see what your forefathers used to do. And when we look back in Israel at what our forefathers used to do, them never used to celebrate Father's Day. There was never Christian. There was never in a religion. You understand? Right? The tell we to despise Christmas back in Jeremiah. You understand where I'm from? That thing that tell you don't celebrate, they tell we don't be homosexual.
That's right.
You understand? Don't be adulterers. Right? It's a plenty thing to tell we. You understand? Don't be murderers. You understand? Do just watch your brother and murder him. You understand? Right? All these things they keep laying out to we so that we go know what them used to do. And we go follow that practice. You understand? So and even though we fall off, that is the right law. So even when we fall off and we look back, we could see now, boy, well, we never used to do this. You understand? And you could fight to leap back on the track. You understand? That we are the ISUPK for under command of Juliana.
Right.
You understand? Now we could go out and tell people, boy, we never used to celebrate Christmas. You understand? And it will be a hard battle. You understand? But when a man begin to understand what really happening to black people today, then you will take heed. You understand? Then you understand why you had to come back to the laws of your forefather. Because when we start, it wasn't so. You understand? Somebody had to tell you, somebody had to teach you. But the more we learn is the more you become convinced. Because you're now starting to see yourself in the scriptures. You understand? Right? And coming back to a part of Father's Day that I want to touch on, right? Is that when you look at your father today, right? A lot of people more or less kind of despise the father, right? Because your father might not be the role model father I expect. You understand where I'm from? Right? The father with the paint on TV, he might be that man. You understand? He never used to come home every day. You understand? He never mind you whole year. You understand? Some of we don't even know we father too good. You understand? So it's plenty different thing, right? Sometimes man and father separate because they can't make it again. But what people don't understand is, right, is that, I want to put it this way, if your father, right, let me say your father was on drugs, or your father never used to come around, right? When you look at you have to look at the bigger picture, right? The system is what working on the parents, right? Because remember them do have the truth, right? They do have that guidance, right? And the system for years work on them mother, and then come and work on them, right? So it starts from all your grandparents coming down, what you say, and the system working on them, right? Working on them. After years, again, break in that system. Your father going to work, you understand? And he come home, he's slaving, you understand? Then he come home, he try to make ends meet, right? And then now, your mother didn't have any understanding, you understand? Or that respect towards your father now them clashing. Because they know the truth. You understand? With the guide for the house. You understand? Right? So when the father come in your house now, one of the first things you'll hear, right? Like plenty of relations that mash up. You don't mind it, right? And if you have no money, don't come back here. Them kind of thing you go on here. You understand where I'm coming from? So immediately now, time pass. Let me say he bust out. 6 months pass. 6 months pass. After the 6 months pass, he still don't have no money. You feel he will come back? He will go come back. Because he don't know that when he approaching the house, he had what? Money. You understand? If you are not to get the train, do come here. He don't know that when he come into that house, you have to come with something like a gift or something for the train, or else he can't come. So he's not going to come. You understand? Because the system designed it that way that if you had to see a train, you had to exchange something. You understand? Right? You had to bring money or you had to bring gift for the train and for the holidays. That is how the system make it. You understand? And then now, the woman not knowing that psychological oppression she under, and understand, enforcing it now. And understand, because now in this society, she have power. She can pay in the court. You understand? I put my husband in the court. You understand? And you have to pay money. If you pay the money, he can't see the train. You understand? That was happen. You understand? So sometimes when they blaming your parents, it's the system. The system match. So some fathers living in the house, and they're like living dead. You know, they're dead, but they're not dead. You understand? Because the system break them. When I study all that years of oppression and hardship I go through, but you know what I'm saying? But I go there, I just live in. You understand? You understand? They'll go the road, they'll go drink a 2 beer, come back in. You understand? The wife might be called, but them don't have drunk already and just start and go and sleep. Tomorrow the next day. You understand where I'm from? Because the system, right, breaking. But the train me not to see it that way. The train me to blame the individual. You understand where I'm from? Right? But that time is a lot of white supremacy. Don't take the house already. You understand where I'm from? Go ahead.
Yeah. Something just want to add.
Mm-hmm.
When you really watch out, coming out of the rule and coming out of different customs, various different customs that you have. You tell yourself, well, boy, you barely escape now. And it might be, let me say, just get an average age to the 6 years of the program. But when you look at your parents now, it might be double that.
The whole life.
So it's a deeper programming now. You even get.
That's right. And to hear to come right, and that would make it tread with the truth sometime, right? But it's a serious trial. Sometimes to hear your son come and tell you, boy, well, you have to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand where I'm from? To come and hear that from your son, and because before it was like a mystery. You understand? You go to the pastor tell you, well, all right, we don't understand Revelation because Revelation seal. And now your son telling them about the fourth horseman, and we have to do this and that and breaking down kind of thing. No. To hear that is sometimes like I live my whole life where I know this. You understand where I'm from? And that was something to some people. Sometimes they see what I too old, I can't make. You understand where I'm from? And that, but that is trial, that the battle you had to fight. You understand? So if you hear the truth when he's 89, that is it. That when the Musa wanted to hear the truth, 89. You understand where I'm from? But if you will pick up that mantle and still come and sit down as a student, you understand where I'm from? That really battle is. Well,
because you grow up now knowing an Old Testament and a New Testament, not knowing that this is one flow.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
And because that are one flow now,
yeah.
you now trying to integrate something that you learn outside from that one flow as a whole and a new.
Yeah.
So by trying to integrate that into it, it always had an upset.
Yeah, and I sound like you should tell about the new wine and old bottles, right? It's something to that effect. And I sound because you had to empty yourself. You had to forget what we didn't know, and all what could I do. Right. And I sound some of my parents still blaming themselves for things we don't even know about.
That's right.
Happened to them, they might be ashamed to talk about it. You understand where I'm from, right? But that's not them fault. Understand? And sometimes we don't want to blame them because we find my father could have do better. All them things is nonsense. That white supremacy. You understand? We under oppression. We under the curses or you want him to do better, and he ain't know the law. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? He know about he know about crab, shrimp, pork, and lobster and all them kind of thing. You understand? Right? And we want to blame him for oppression that the entire nation under. You understand where I'm coming from? That's a dread thing. You understand? So if we want to honor we father, we know who are to step up and follow these laws that we forefathers. You understand? We can't blame the parents right? Them just born.
That's right.
You understand? Almost thousands of years this going on for. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? All with Israel pass through. You understand? All are we in it. But we go stand up and point finger and say, well, he did it. The most high, if he do something, the most high will deal with that. You understand? But we job is to gather together and come back as one nation. You understand? And disregard this all them hidden customs. You understand that and we life. Let we start it fresh. You understand? Let we pick up the mantle. You are trained now. You picking up the mantle from your train. Yeah, I didn't born with no father, but that didn't say nothing. You understand? Yeah, didn't know your father, but that didn't say nothing. You know the truth now. So then you be the father for your train. You understand? And tell them about the law in the Bible. You understand? Tell them about you see that your father and show them the lineage. You understand? Show them the way to go. You understand? You be that seed. You understand? Right? And if the most time come back yet and you reach our grandfather, now you have ample opportunity now because now you have the opportunity to tell your grandchildren where your grandfather couldn't tell you. You understand where I'm from? Now them gain a better pathway. You understand? And as the scripture talk about regeneration. So all you would think might make it now. You understand? The most allow and the die and come back, they're going to start over again. You understand? And this time they're going to hear more grimy. You understand? And they're going to hear the word more straight and clear. You understand? So that's the battle we fathers go through. You understand? So sometimes we can't really overcrush them. You understand? The way how the white man go what to think, but the white man is what we to hate we parents. Everybody in the ghetto hate the mother, hate they love the mother and hate the father. You understand? When my mother so all of we just talk about your mother. Even we how we father we still with we still talk about your mother more than we father.
Right.
You understand? Because he's less like a I don't know, he just in the house. You understand where I'm from? But that whole society trained me to see him that way. You understand where I'm from? But really and truly, that seed, that your lineage. And rather, if he's a drug addict, you have to blame the white man because where drugs come from in the first place. You understand? Right? If you smoke weed, where that come from in the first place? You understand? White people, East Indian people, bringing the strange custom in Trinidad.
Right.
You understand? Your grandfather, your great grandfather, he done a slave, he under pressure, hard bondage, he smoke a weed. You understand? And he started to think he's a Rastafarian. You understand? And he come down and he was smoking weed and weed coming down. You understand where I'm from? Right? Because them curses done day. But now it reach you and you come back in the truth now. Now you get a chance to change that entire direction.
That's right.
Where your family going, right?
Yeah, that's right. And even the whole concept of the Rastafari coming in the 40s, which was in 1930s, it was Riley.
Yeah. As a Riley. You understand? But your father not follow on that oppression. You can't blame him. You understand? Right? You understand? You go play mad. I just had to pray the most I bring back in mind. You understand? Or bring him back in a state where he could come back and follow the laws and commandments, or pray that he get regenerated in time to escape the wrath at the 2/3. You know what I mean? To escape that extra pain that you had to go through. Well,
having this knowledge, even though we might be younger than them, it has real value because something happened the other day by my queen. I was surprised because I used to talk to she. She think was she like eating crab and shrimp and thing. I talk to she until she ended up coming to me. And I talk to me, no more stuff eating it.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
That
And something that way is, you understand? Nobody tell her to run down and beat your parents. You understand? To force this down the mouth. You understand? The most I never force this down with mouth. You understand? But through constant, you understand, reaffirming and you being the example. You understand? As the most I tell you, let your light shine. You understand? When people see your example, they will follow. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? When people see your example stand up on the street, right? And facing all kind of all different forms of white supremacy. That will make other people get strong. And them go want to join the cause and them go want to fight. Or we think we want to fight. You understand? We watching other people fighting. You understand? And the most I give you that grace and call we into the truth, now we get an opportunity to stand up and fight. You understand? Now we can fight among we brothers. You understand? One cause and one goal. You understand? And we had all we're people to feel in unity. You understand? You understand? Right? Everybody had their own style, the own flavor, but we had the same spirit. Right? Give me Exodus 31 and 30, Baba Kesha.
Book of Exodus, chapter 31 and verse 13.
Baba Kesha.
Speak thou unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily, my Sabbaths ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations.
Right? It can stop there. Right? And he said to keep all these Sabbaths, right? And normally when you hear Sabbath, normally people just think about just Saturday alone, but really meaning all the high holy days.
Right.
You understand? That the days we're supposed to keep, not Mother's Day and Father's Day and Christmas and Easter and all the different pagan holidays, right? That's what 2 more scriptures and then we will look off, right? Give me John 8 and 44, Baba Kusha.
The book of John chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye are your father, ye are of your father the devil.
Right. And as you Christ was telling the Pharisees and Sadducees, right? Right? The father the devil, because then they end up speaking, and these was Israelites, but they end up picking up the spirit of the white man.
Right.
You understand where I'm coming from? Right? And that's really the sad thing when we celebrate Father's Day and Mother's Day. You understand? And Easter and Christmas and whatever other holiday they have. You understand? And when they want to celebrate Indian arrival and thing, you pick up that spirit of the white man. You understand where I'm coming from? And that's where they pick up, he come like your father. Because you see everything, instead of you honor your father and celebrate the days with them tell you to celebrate, you now celebrating the days of the white man. You know, started celebrate his philosophy. You understand? So now you become the white man become your father. And if the white man is the devil the Bible speak of, then the father is the devil.
That's right.
That we basically telling them. You understand? They start to follow the traditions and customs and that society when there was, and that was under the Roman Empire. You understand? So they pick up the philosophy of the white man, right? So and then I want you to go to Ecclesiasticus 3 and 10. And I will come back to what you was talking about just now.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3 and verse 10.
Yeah.
Glory not in the dishonor of thy father.
Alright, so say glory not in the dishonor of your father. You understand? So although your father might not be there, he might not have the things to provide for you at that time, or he probably was just never in the house. Right? They say glory not in the dishonor of your father, because some people just say yeah, your mother was there. You understand? But you can't disown your father. You can't disregard your father. You can't reach to the point where you're disrespecting the honor of your father. You understand? He's still your father. And nevertheless, you understand? Do bad talk your father, in a sense. You understand where I'm from? Because we know we be tempted to do it because we're human. You understand? But we had to rise above that. You understand? The Most High designed it to be kings and priests on the earth. So if you had to try to make that righteous judgment, we win, dishonor we Father. You understand where I'm coming from? Go ahead.
For thy father's honor, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
Yeah, so your father dishonor by showing that he ain't ready, he not mess, that only bringing dishonor to you because you is his son, use his seed. And that's where I'm coming from, right? So that why even the ISP that tell you and the parents get old still take care of them. And that's why some of you fathers might be down vexed and being taken care of you, but that is your responsibility. You understand? When that time reach, you understand? Because and all that thinking is because of how society designed it for the black man to think. You understand? We automatically from birth ending up in a position to hate we father. You understand? Because sometimes the man he really couldn't, he didn't reach that level to provide for you. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? To give the lifestyle we see on TV. That would just mash you up. You understand? Right? Because we want we father to be all up there. But we father come from the ghetto just like we. You understand? Right? And he come from the ghetto just now, right? He come from the ghetto with no laws, no statutes, and no commandments. You understand? No guide for your life. You understand? Right? Go ahead, Officer Yakab.
Yeah. And still, even when he tried, the system constantly pulls him back. He tries to support
True.
The stereotyping.
Yeah, because of poverty. Some parents some fathers never even go to see the trend because they have nothing to give them. The broke. And that's where I'm coming from. We are going short. You know he's studying? He's a big man, right? Maybe you're reaching the 50s, going, right? And you're studying, you're coming to see your son who grew up to be a big man because probably you're living with your mother, right? And you're studying, you're coming to see your son who in the 20s and you have nothing to give him. You have no inheritance, nothing. You come with your two hands swinging. You understand where I'm coming from? So that's why some parents just decide, I either stay away. You understand where I'm coming from? All them kind of position because sometimes you're just too embarrassed to come and face your child in that position. You understand? It's a psychology the white man use. You understand? Because if you not proud of your father or you don't look up to your father, then the most likelihood that you're not going to do anything he do. You're not going to follow his path because you go say he ain't ready. You understand? I know. You understand where I'm coming from? That would have happened. You understand? But picture you in a righteous nation now, and your father was an upright man. You're going to follow him because you want. It's like how they show them superheroes on television, on TV. You understand? You always I want to be Superman. That is what showing you because daddy the role model. You understand where I'm from? And that is how important a father is because when he become an upright, righteous man and he's able to transfer that understanding to a child, then he will want to follow in your footpath, right? So that's like what the Bible tells you, like train up the child in the way he should go. You understand? You transfer now what you understand to he. You understand? So then now it's very unlikely that he will want to go a different path because now he understand what he's fighting for. He understand the direction the father going, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, and another thing too, society is a systematic thing to really separate the black, Hispanic and Native Indian family and let you grow up with that mother so that when you're growing up with that mother now without that guidance and that father, you're growing up weaker.
Yeah.
If your father was around. So it's systematic.
Yeah, and I forget as well, I was so straight. Right? No, it says in that plenty times sometime, right? And that's a psychological thing that going we mothers or the mothers in black home and Hispanic home and Native Indian home, right? They tend to demonize the man. You know where I'm coming from? So then now when you grow up one-sided now, right? They always tell you your father so and your father this, you know where I'm coming from? Or even people in household who mother and father not living together, and even if they're living together too, right? Because at times you hear your mother say, well, but you just like your father. What do you mean by that? You understand where I'm coming from? Right? So you tend to give him a negative connotation. You understand where I'm coming from? And all that now building on that stereotype now. You understand? So sometimes he just become a angry man. You understand? And either he ride out, or sometimes he in the house there and he just functioning. You understand? And he ain't really paying much attention to the house. You understand? And die with the white man on. Because once he ain't paying attention to the house, white man could penetrate. That when he coming in. You understand? That when he telling the wife on TV, come to church, sister. So and so we will cure your home and you're married to Jesus and all kind of madness. You understand? And your home exposed. You understand? So if we really want to honor our father, we will go back in this law, in the law of the Bible. You understand? The law, the records we forefathers laid down for us, and go back and see what we forefathers used to do, and we go follow them. We go follow the footpaths. You understand? Right. We go follow the paths and walk our way back into righteousness and to right standing with God. Right? So with that, we'll pass the class on to Priest and Officer Shah.
Security announcements. We had the ISPK out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandment General Yohana. No rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limit for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves off the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, if the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is the commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means 10 in Hebrew, and it's pound shad my shara. 10% of every penny, the increase the Lord gives you to the church department or teacher, priest fund. Free will offering for priests. Non-mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. Memorial blowing of trumpets, the first day of the 7th month. That will be Thursday, September 17, 2020. You can find it in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 24 and 25. Reminder, Piam and Aquatium to check on social media such as ISPK, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISPK events and material. If your brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which include black boots, light shirt, light pants, light headband, and scarf. That we say, imagine. Sir, do not face the east. Say what's that in Hebrew? Abanoah, Shabashamayo, Wadash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahawa, Lakwaka, Taba'a, Watazaka, Ayah, Aisha, Arataza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashamayo, Tan, and a walk, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Masalaknoa, Kawakinoa, Masalakinoa, Abawakinoa, Wala'a, Tabanayoa, Basaya 1, Ball, Shino, Mayan, Rai, Ayah, Ka, Awalakwa, Walaala, Watapara, Wyolomia, Aman.
What we said in the English is, O Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
We're going to say the half cut. Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Babakasha, Latan Lanawa, Akat, Para, Makal Marawan, Lata, Hatamazarium, Akat, Lakwa, Aquayam, Atamala,
Atamayala,
Agarishan,
Lagarishan,
Basham,
Basham,
Haushai,
Yahushai.
Tawadaman.
So Wada Aman. What he said in the English is Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal
Power to heal.
all manner of sickness
All manner of
and
sickness.
all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the
The
lepers.
power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of
In the
Yahushai.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say the Hebrew lessons in Hebrew. Barak,
Barak,
Atah,
Atah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Wayak, Yahushai,
Why Yahushai,
Wa Makal Allah,
Wamakala,
Wa Al La Aryam,
Wa'alahayam,
Matazabia,
Matazabia,
Ala Wapiahana,
Alawapian,
Al La Wapiam,
Alawapiam,
Asaranyam,
Asaraniam,
Hakwata Zayanyam,
Hakwatazayanyam,
Hakwal Al Yalyam,
Hakayalyam,
Wa Watiam,
Watiam,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Basham,
Bashem,
Haushai,
Yahushai,
Wadaman.
so Wada Aman. In the English, what we said is bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
and Yahushai,
and Yahushai,
and Michael,
and Michael,
and the angels,
and the angels,
commanding Johanna,
Commandant General,
generals,
Generals,
captains,
Captains,
the officers,
officers,
troopers,
troopers,
the sisters,
sisters,
in the name of Yahushai.
in the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to see the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of
in the
Yahushai,
name of Yahushai.
listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and
Send
curses
evils and curses.
and punishment and destruction
Punishment and destruction.
to the heathen
To the heathen.
that speak against us,
Speak against us.
thy prophets,
Thy prophets.
the teachers,
The teachers.
the princes,
Princes.
the priests,
The priests.
the Israelite brothers,
Israelite brothers.
and the school.
And the school.
Send evils and
Send
curses
evils and curses.
and punishment and destruction
Punishment and destruction.
to the
To
heathen,
the heathen.
and shake loose
And shake loose.
the treasure of the rich of Israel
Treasure of the rich of Israel.
that refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches
Force their riches.
to enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses
Evil and curses.
and punishment and destruction
And punishment and destruction.
to the Edomites,
To the Edomites.
to the nations,
The nations.
and their drug
The
dealers,
drug dealers.
the court system,
Court system.
prison system,
Prison system.
Planned Pyramid,
Planned Pyramid.
all the government of our enemies,
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope, Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
Skinheads,
Skinheads,
Quasi-Comitazi,
Quasi-Comitazi,
Gay movement,
Gay movement,
lesbian movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines, Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet
open up the internet,
and the airwaves,
and the airwaves,
the cable access channels,
cable access channels,
and the radio
and the
channels.
radio channels.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of thy
that
people
seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop us,
and bring swift
and
destruction
bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in our way,
or try to stop us
try to stop us
from broadcasting your words
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues,
us all the plagues,
cause them to go to and fro
for them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume
and
them.
consume them.
Let the plagues
Let the plagues
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahushai,
Let Yahushua,
Michael,
Michael,
and Gabriel
and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
come with the flying saucers
and punish all the
and
heathen
punish all the heathen
that come up against us
come up against us.
as we speak thy words.
I speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all
All be known by all.
that it is the angels that have done it.
That the angels have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media,
Spread through the media.
throughout the whole
Throughout
world.
the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
For them to shake up thy coming.
In the name of
In the
Yahushua.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say the blessed Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Basham.
Basham.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayak Rashala.
Wayashala.
Wahab Bayat.
Wahabayat.
Safarian.
Safarian.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa.
Rapa.
Magan.
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 Hagan.
Commander General Yohana,
Commander Yohana.
all the generals,
Generals.
captains,
Captains.
officers,
Officers.
troopers,
Troopers.
sisters,
Sisters.
children,
Children.
the destroyed of
The
Israel,
destroyer of Israel.
brothers and sisters fighting to come into the truth,
Brothers and sisters fighting to come to the truth.
all 12 tribes of the nation of Israel,
All 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
ISUPK throughout the world.
ISUPK throughout the world.
ISUPK Trinidad and Tobago.
ISUPK Trinidad and Tobago.
Aitisha.
Aitisha.
Tasapa.
Tasapa.
Pataza.
Mapataza.
Pa.
Pa.
Tamar.
Tamar.
Commander General.
Commander General.
General.
Generals. Captains. Officers. Troopers. Sisters. Children. All Israel. Destroyer of Israel. Yakal. Manza. Oga. Philip family. Alexis family. John family. Commander General. Generals. Captains. Officers. Troopers. Sisters. Children. All the destroyer of Israel. Officer Galawan and family. Officer Tazawan family. Officer McQuack and family. Officer Makako Balan family.
All the brothers and sisters in ISPK.
All the brothers and sisters in ISPK.
All the brothers and sisters fighting community truth.
All the brothers and sisters fighting community truth.
Francois family.
Wrong family.
Zion. Wesleyan. Daniela. Jamilia. Trisha. Ashida. Chantel. Nima. Khadija. Mylan.
All the brothers and sisters in the ISUPK.
All the brothers and sisters in ISPK.
Commandant General Yana.
Commander Yana. Generals. Captains. Officers. Troopers. Sisters. Children.
Have mercy on the destroyer of Israel.
Have mercy upon the destroyer of Israel. Aliyah. Alicia. Bawa.
Basham.
Awashai. Tawadaman. What we said in the English was Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us, and Israel, and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
Sir, let's get a teacher one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shemir Shai
Yahweh Shemir Shai Bakatham.
Yadimata. Let's get sisters that love online and one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shemir Shai. Yadimata. Class dismissed.